Let me tell you something that most pensioners in Australia are completely missing out on: free train travel. Not just a small discount here and there, actual free trips, $0, across regional and even interstate routes. And the rules in 2026 make it better than ever. If you are a pensioner or a senior cardholder and you have not looked into this recently, you are almost certainly leaving money on the table every single year. So settle in, because in the next few minutes I am going to walk you through everything you need to know: who qualifies, what you actually get for free, what the catch is when you cross state borders, and exactly how to book your trips so you never pay more than you have to. Right, let us start with the big picture. Australia is a massive country, and getting around it by train has always been one of the great pleasures of life. Watching the landscape roll by, no airport security, no baggage fees, just you and the open rail. The good news is that in 2026, the concession and free travel rules for pensioners have expanded in some really meaningful ways. And different states are now offering benefits that stack together in ways people simply do not realize. But here is the thing, and this is critical: the rules are different in every single state and territory. What you get in New South Wales is not the same as what you get in Victoria or Western Australia. So let us go state by state and break it all down clearly. Starting in New South Wales, because this is where some of the most valuable benefits sit. If you hold a NSW or ACT pensioner concession card, or a NSW War Widow or Widower Transport concession card, you are entitled to 4 pensioner travel vouchers every calendar year. You can use those vouchers for 2 return trips or 4 single trips. Now think about that for a moment. That is 4 completely free train journeys per year on NSW TrainLink regional services in economy class. You are not paying a cent for those trips within regional New South Wales. If you use all 4 vouchers and still want to travel, you can still get a country pensioner excursion ticket for just $2.50 per journey segment on NSW TrainLink regional services. That is barely the price of a coffee to hop on a regional train. And there is more. If you need to connect to a Sydney Trains or NSW TrainLink Intercity service to reach your regional train, you can do that at no extra charge as long as you book it alongside your NSW TrainLink regional service. Now here is where interstate travel gets a little more complicated in New South Wales, and this is where a lot of people get confused. If your journey crosses the NSW border into another state, you pay 50% of the relevant economy or first-class fare for the interstate portion of your trip. So the free part covers you while you are in New South Wales. And once you cross into, say, Victoria or Queensland, you pay half price for that section. That is still a significant saving. And when you combine it with your free vouchers, you are looking at interstate travel at a fraction of what a regular adult passenger would pay. And what about upgrading? If you want to upgrade from economy to first class using a pensioner travel voucher, you only pay 15% of the full adult peak season fare. So you can treat yourself to a first-class seat on a long journey for almost nothing. That is an incredible deal that most people do not even know about. Now let us jump over to Victoria, because 2026 has brought some exciting changes there. From 2026, Victorian seniors cardholders are able to travel for free on weekends anywhere in Victoria with a seniors Myki card. That is anywhere in the state: metropolitan Melbourne, regional towns, V/line trains, buses, all of it free on weekends. And it does not stop there. Victorian seniors cardholders also receive an annual allocation of free public transport travel vouchers, and they get free travel during the Victorian Seniors Festival in October, which covers 8 days of free travel across metropolitan and regional services. 8 free days in October alone. That is a road trip, or rather a rail trip, waiting to happen. Now when a Victorian seniors cardholder wants to travel interstate, the story changes a little. Seniors cardholders from other states or territories may be treated differently to cardholders from the home state, and the time of day can make a difference to the fare you pay. So if you are a Victorian heading into New South Wales, you want to check what your entitlements are on the NSW side of the journey before you book. Over in Western Australia, the rules are particularly generous for local pensioners. If you have a valid Western Australian Pensioner Concession Card, you are entitled to 1 free return trip or 2 single trips per calendar year on the Transwa network. And if you are a senior who does not have a WA Pensioner Concession Card, you still receive a 50% discount on standard adult fares. Interstate seniors can also enjoy 50% off standard adult fares on the Transwa network. So even if you are visiting from another state, you are not paying full price on Western Australian Rail. That is an often overlooked benefit for travelers doing a big lap around the country. Big news for Western Australia in 2026 as well. The Australand train is returning to Bunbury, with services resuming on the 29th of June, 2026. The Australand is a beloved scenic route connecting Perth to the southwest, and its return is fantastic news for seniors wanting to explore that part of the state affordably. Now what about Queensland? Interstate pensioners who present a current pension concession card receive a discount of 25% off the full adult rail fare on Queensland Rail travel long-distance services. Queensland is a big state with some stunning rail journeys. The Spirit of Queensland up the coast, the Westlander heading outback, and even at a 25% discount you are saving real money on those longer routes. Just note that meals and upgrades to a sleeper or rail bed are not discounted and come at an additional cost. Down in the ACT, things are a bit different because it is a city territory rather than a sprawling state. Seniors aged 60 to 69 from the ACT and Interstate are entitled to free off-peak travel if they work fewer than 20 hours per week. Seniors aged 70 and over from the ACT are eligible for free travel at all times. Interstate seniors cardholders are not eligible for the over 70 free travel benefit, but they can access free off-peak travel and discounted concession fares during peak hours. Now here is something really practical that you need to know before you go anywhere. While all capital cities issue tap-and-go travel cards, they are not interchangeable. You will not be able to use your state's travel card Interstate. So if you are a Victorian with a senior's Myki, that card will not work on the Opal system in Sydney or the Go card in Brisbane. You will need to either get the relevant card for the state you are visiting or arrange your tickets in advance through the rail booking systems. It is a bit of a hassle, but once you know about it, it is easy to plan around. Speaking of planning, booking your NSW train-link trips using your Pensioner Travel Vouchers is simple. You can book online or over the phone by calling 132232. When booking online, add your concession type from the drop-down menu, enter your concession details, and search for available trips. You will get your ticket by email and can show it on your phone when you travel. And always, and this is important, always carry your concession card when you travel, as the onboard crew will need to check it. Do not assume your booking alone is proof enough. Keep that card in your wallet every time you step on a train. So here is the bottom line. Australia in 2026 is one of the best places on earth to be a senior who loves train travel. Between the free weekend travel in Victoria, the 4 annual free trips in New South Wales, the free return journeys in Western Australia, and the discounts available in Queensland and the ACT, there is an entire network of affordable and free rail travel just waiting to be used. The key is knowing the rules of your home state, understanding what happens when you cross a border, booking ahead, and always carrying your card. Do not let these benefits sit unused. Plan that trip you have been putting off. Visit the grandkids. See a part of Australia you have never seen. The train is waiting, and in many cases, it is not going to cost you a thing. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend who might not know about these benefits, because the best thing about a free train trip is having someone to enjoy it with.